Good afternoon and welcome to our Quick Bytes mini webinar. Today we're going to look at Excel and how to create a drop-down option for your cells for your spreadsheets. We've got a demo sheet pulled up already here. And the first thing we're going to do is look at how to create these drop-down options. We've got our little chart here. And this is where we're going to use, create our drop-down items. We're going to select our spreadsheet. And we're going to go to this data page to data validation. Okay, we're back here. So we're going to select our cells that we want to be able to fill in with the drop-down. Then we're going to go to our data validation. And that is under the data tab on the ribbon. So we're going to go to data, data validation. Now under the criteria, we're going to choose allow list. And then for our source, we're going to just type a list. And you just separate by commas. Okay. And now if we click in a cell, we have the option to choose from those values, which is handy if you know all your values at once or if it's something that's not going to change very often. However, if it is, there's a better way of inputting this data. So clear my old one out. So what we're going to do over here, we've got a list of some different status types. We're going to highlight all the cells, including the header. And then we're going to go to Insert and choose Table. The data is what we've got selected, and we do have a header. And just click OK. And now it's converted those group of cells into an actual table. And now we'll implement it in our other table here and highlight those destination cells. We're going to go back to data, the data validation. Here we're going to choose our list again. And when we say source, we're going to choose our table. Once you have that highlighted, you click that drop down arrow, say OK. And now we've got our list here. Now the neat thing is if I go into my table here, you can see I added a couple cells. If I go back here, my cells are in my drop down as another option. So if you suspect you may be changing your data, or for any more complex tool here, and you can have this on a separate sheet as well and still copy it over to there. So overall, I would say the best method would be to use this table just because it gives you that automatic update when you choose your options. Obviously, if you have something that's just like yes, no, or other, it's fine to just type those in your source and not use the table. For most purposes, I would recommend the table. And the other thing we can do is under our data, go back to that data validation menu, and there's two other parts here. Input message. And so you've still got the source in here, so we don't need to re-highlight. Input message is just that it will give a prompt as to what you're supposed to be doing with that drop menu. And on the error alert, choose this into a warning. Just hit OK. So now you see when we click in a cell that has that drop down option, it pops up, tells us what to do. And if we type something other into those fields, other than what's in our drop down, it's going to pop up and give us an alert and put that dreaded triangle up in the corner cell showing that there's something wrong here. But all we have to do is change it, either clear out the value or actually make a selection from your drop down. So for creating drop downs, your best method, easiest method is to go to your data tab and use this data validation tool and the list option. That's what lets us put that drop down list. That's it for today. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you in the next Quick Bytes. Have a great day.